Hey everyone, it's me, Chris from Body Nova Fitness Coaching, and I'm here with your mistakes that people make to keep their bodies from getting summer ready. I believe this is number 7. Don't know if I wrote that down. Yes, I did. And that is record keeping. Okay, well, in some cases, a lot of people, they like to do it by themselves. They want their independence, or they don't want to pay the money for somebody like me to do it all for them. Even though I do, well, I have programs set up my site for real cheap. Shameless plug there. Okay. Anyway, so they want to do it on their own. They want to keep track of everything, which isn't a bad idea, even if you're getting help. Okay. So, and even when some of them do, it's too simplistic. And when I say that, I mean, it's just sets and reps. I did bench press, and I did 7 reps at 210 pounds. Now it's 8 reps, and things like that. And that can be very helpful. All right. But then there's other things that you can keep track of. You keep track of, what your rest periods were. You can keep track of how you felt, kind of more lifestyle things. Like, I use the HRV, and when that will help me figure out when I'm doing too much, when I need to try to balance out my lifestyle with my working out. Okay. And that's one means. You can just basically get up how you feel when you woke up. Were you overwhelmed? Were you stressed? How did you sleep? Those are other records that you can keep that could be helpful. All right. With the nutrition, a lot of people just believe that because I eat healthy foods, there's no need to create a calorie deficit, or I'm automatically going to eat less, or things like that, or just even track their different macros, because that could be helpful. Like, for example, if you track your nutrition, all of a sudden your stress levels get high, are starting to get overwhelming. That might signal time for a refeed, or just a slight one cheat meal where you bump your calories really high and allows you to get back to normal. Or if your performance drops, that could also be a sign of that. All right. So those are some of the things you could think about. And then also, if you're not weighing, measuring food, now this is outside of a behavior modification perspective. Some people, they try to modify behaviors because doing the things that you have to do to get your body as lean as possible in 3 months or 6 months, that's too overwhelming to the way they live their life. They're not willing to sacrifice that much, so they have to change them a habit at a time. Not talking about that. All right. That's great, but I'm not talking about that. We're talking about someone who says, hey, I got 6 months to get ready, 3 months, 4 months, whatever, I'm going to do it. So with that is, you have to drop everything and be ready to dive into that goal head first. So when you're doing your nutrition, you have to know where you're at, so you know when to adjust. Okay, I'm at 2,000 calories. How long have I been at 2,000 calories? All right, or what was my macros at 2,000 calories? Let me drop to 1,500. I mean, 1,500, 1,700, 1,900, whatever it is. Okay, so there are things that can go in there. Am I getting enough protein? With exercise, we know another exercise, and people need close to a gram per pound or more. Are you getting that? Okay, if you're not tracking this properly, meaning weighing and measuring, and either writing it out by hand, which is painful, or using your app on your phone to calculate your needs, that could be a reason why you're failing, because you really don't know where you stand, and because you don't know where you stand, you don't know how to adjust. Okay, lifestyle, of course. Lifestyle, even though it's a nutrition related, that could even come down to when you're eating and how you're eating, or where you're eating. I had a client, she was losing consistently 3-4 pounds a week, but okay, she was heavier, and for a couple weeks it was 1, and she went back and she checked on it, and found out that she had too much sodium in her diet. And as soon as she stopped eating at a certain restaurant, she started losing again at that rate. Now, I'm not saying that you will be able to lose at that rate, but all of these things are helpful when you want to do that.